All right, cool. So we are back here. Just a little quick thing I didn't get to show you before in AdWords that is vitally important, okay? It's the concept of negative keywords. When we talked before, and I can show you guys this, I gave you this file, obviously, with all these keywords. Okay. Obviously, you have all these keywords, but at the bottom, there's all these keywords that have a minus sign. Those are negative keywords. Those are words that you do not want your ad to show up for. So if you're running even on a local keyword that is like magicians in Miami, and it's a broad match, Google can actually show your ad when somebody types in, like, let's say they're in the Miami area and they type in magician hat, or they type in kids magician costume. It will end up matching their search to your ad, and if they click on your ad, you're going to pay. So this is a way of excluding all of the junk traffic, all of the tire kickers. For the most part, yeah, you're going to get some people who type in cheap magician or free magician, or even people that type in magician card tricks, like to learn. Yeah. Well, your ad could be showing up for that, and it lowers your click-through rate. And if your click-through rate is lowered, by law, you will pay more per click. And your ad will be shown less times, and you'll get less clicks, okay? By Google's law. All right, so here's the thing. When you go in your account, you have a campaigns tab, just showing all the campaigns. Like, this is Tim's account, so we see all these campaigns. All right? There's check boxes next to the campaigns when you want to, perform certain actions on the campaign. So we've got one campaign. This is an old campaign Tim had, which obviously he's just done away with in favor of this approach. So we're going to check this locations right here. Okay? So you would do this in your account. You would just go to all your campaigns, and you would just, if you got more than one campaign, or later on when you add more campaigns, you could do this with each of them. You would select the little check mark next to the locations, or whatever your campaign name was called. You want to do this for all of your campaigns. Okay? Now watch what you're going to do. You're going to go right up here to the keyword button. So you're going to check this. Go to the keyword button. Okay? Now what it's going to show you is it's going to show you actually all the keywords in the whole campaign. Alright? We don't want to see all of these. So we're just going to scroll all the way down to the bottom. There's a button right here that says negative keywords. Negative keywords. We're going to select negative keywords right here. Okay? And you're going to see they'll let you add negative keywords on the ad group level, or they'll add them on the campaign level. The previous step where I checked the campaign, you've got to have that checked. Otherwise, it's not going to let you add them at the campaign level. All this means is that any words we add into our campaign, it's going to make sure it puts them over the whole campaign. So if somebody types in magicians in Orlando, right, my ad would normally show, but let's say they're in Orlando and they type in kids magician costume for Halloween. Well, if it's that broad match, it's going to show up. The reason why we still want to run those broad match keywords is we never exactly know the specific words that somebody's going to type in. They may just type in magicians in Orlando. But if they type in magicians in Orlando for 8-year-old party, unless you had that in your account specifically, your ad wouldn't show up. So the broad match kind of is broad. It covers your bases. But with that comes a price. And that is, if you don't have negative keywords in your account, your ad's going to be showing up for all sorts of what Google thinks are related things, but you're going to get, not even if nobody clicks on them, it's going to lower your click-through rate, and by nature, you're going to pay a lot more for all your other clicks. Okay? So you don't want garbage clicks, number one, so exclude them out of your account. But number two, you want the highest click-through rate, so therefore be as relevant as possible. So you would go to this campaign level right here. You hit the add button. Okay? Now it's going to ask us here which ones we want to select. Alright, so let's see, control. And it's only going to let me apparently select one at a time. So we want the locations campaign. Alright? If you got more than one campaign, then you can obviously do each one. But we're going to select the locations campaign. It says add campaign negative keywords. So all I'm going to do is take that big list that I gave you, 100 and some words, copy those words, all the words that just have the minus sign in front of it. Okay, so copy that whole big list. You're going to Control V, paste those in there. Now I'm going to hit save. It's now going to make sure, there we go. It is now added under all these negative keywords. Look at all of them are in there. All of them are in there. Even if somebody types in, join International Brotherhood of Magicians, or maybe International Brotherhood of Magicians ring Miami. Maybe they want to find, maybe they're going to be in Miami and they want to figure out if there's a ring meeting there. Well, Google, that's pretty, International Brotherhood of Magicians in Miami. That's like showing, that would even show up for your phrase match. Because you match the exact phrase, that would even show up. But you don't want your ad showing up for that, because unless you're selling shows to, IBM members, and that's not really valuable. Okay? And like, Tim, what's interesting for you is, I got the word castle in here.
Yeah.
How many people do you think search for, like, magicians at the Magic Castle, or magicians, and they're searching around there, so that's all well and good, but somebody searching for the castle is not looking to book a party.
Right.
So therefore, if you had the castle as a negative keyword here, then if somebody types in something along the lines of Magic Castle,
and then if I have cities like Jacksonville or Tampa or something like where I don't want to go, well, it's mostly for travel, but you don't want to go there, right?
Mostly. Yeah, those are too far away from me.
Okay.
Yep.
It's not like low rent areas. I mean, you could do it for that.
Yeah, you could do that too, but
once they get to your site, they're like,
Yeah, so it's mostly just areas that my campaign and a broad match could pick up that I really don't want to. Okay? Alright, so there's a lot of things under here. I mean, obviously we know there was even a Mickey's Magic show, so or people would type in, things along the lines of Mickey and Magic. You don't want that.
Magic School Bus and all that. You didn't find that to be?
Oh, that's in here.
Oh, it is?
Yeah.
Yeah, I see that.
That'll be in there somewhere. I know it's in here because I know I found it.
Okay.
We won't go through the whole list, but it should definitely be in there. You can see it's only showing the first 100. I really have 185 negative keywords, and you're welcome to, you're welcome to find more. I mean, I'm sure there's even more that you can get, but only so many of them are going to be relevant. Okay, that's all there is to it. So, any questions on negative keywords?
Thank you.
It's pretty self-explanatory,
What's the difference between the ad group level and the campaign level?
All it means is an ad group would be like your one city, like in Tim's case, Woodland Hills. Another ad group would be Beverly Hills. Another ad group would be Hollywood. The campaign is your whole...
So it does all of them
all
once
those
instead
cities.
of going into each one
Yep,
individually?
exactly.
Okay.
Right, exactly. So it's just going to put them all together. Because for the most part, all my negative keywords are going to make sense.